Let's talk Yeezys. What is going on, everybody? I go by the name of Curry, and I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on SneakerPhetish. I've been seeing a lot of debate and a lot of videos while everybody was talking about Yeezy Resale is now dead. And honestly, I don't get it. Every time a model of Yeezy comes out that isn't worth $1,000, you get this onslaught of YouTube videos from everybody wanting to say Yeezy Resale is dead. Here's why Yeezy Resale is dead. Today, I'm going in the opposite direction of that. Call me crazy, but today we're gonna go through 5 reasons why Yeezy Resale is not dead while taking a look at the newest Yeezy models that have just come out. Boom. Ladies and gentlemen, this here is the Yeezy 500 in the new utility black colorway. Not gonna spend too much time on the model because you guys have seen what the Yeezy 500 looks like, but I really like this particular colorway. The black looks really, really good. But as you guys can see, it's the same design as the previous Supermoon yellow and blush colorways of the 500. Nothing different has changed here. 500 still doesn't have any boost in it, but it is what it is because you still get the Adiprene outsole with that Ortholite insole. This particular model also gives you that 3M on the tongue along with that 3M piping that goes all around the outside of the shoe. This to me is still the best part of the shoe. If you guys feel this material right here, it is some of the softest material, nubuck, whatever this is. It is soft, it is nice. Boom. Now this is the Yeezy 350 in the new butter colorway. I've seen y'all take some whack shots next to a bunch of butter using this shoe. Listen, y'all, we gotta really stop doing these gimmicky Instagram photos for clout. I saw somebody literally pouring butter on this shoe. Don't do that. This particular model has this nice butter colored upper with the butter colored laces with the butter outsole. On the back of the shoe, you have that nice butter colored pull tab. And on the outsole of the shoe, you have this nice tan color. I mean, everything about this shoe is butter colored. But all in all, these are both some really good looking shoes and both of them pretty much sold out everywhere. But the question still remains, is Yeezy Resale dead? And I still say no. Even though these two shoes sold out everywhere and they weren't worth a whole lot of money, these are my 5 reasons why Yeezy Resale is not dead. Reason number 5 Yeezy Resale is not dead. 2 words: Kanye's autograph. If Yeezy Resale were really dead, then that means that the celebrity that's behind the brand's image is dying out as well, which means it's not as valuable as it once used to be. Let me tell you something. If this sneaker had Kanye West's autograph on it right now, do you really think that it wouldn't have any resale behind it? I'm pretty sure that an autographed Kanye West anything right now is worth at least $1,000 or better. Number 4 reason Yeezy Resale isn't dead, it's not the shoe, it's the supply. We all know what supply and demand is. We all know that if there's enough supply to meet the demand, then the value is going to go down of that particular thing. Now remember, Kanye told everybody that his ultimate goal was for everybody to own a pair of Yeezys and for everybody to have a pair for retail price or roundabout. And it seems like he's been making good on his word because they've been increasing production numbers of Yeezys, like the Beluga version 2.0s, the blue tints were a much higher quantity than say the yellow zebras or the Yebras or some other models. Take for instance the breads. These are still worth a lot of money right now. Now if Yeezy Resale was actually dead, these wouldn't be worth as much money as they actually are, but they're still worth a grip. If there had been as many breads as had been produced of butters, I honestly think that the value of the bread might go down a little bit. But because there's a lower supply and it was a very popular colorway, resale is still very high on the shoe. So it's not that resale is dead, it just has a lot to do with supply and demand. Now that leads me to the number 3 explanation of why Yeezy Resale isn't dead. And this is gonna be the closest that you're gonna get me to change my opinion on this thing. Yeezy Resale isn't dead, but certain models of resale might be. Take for instance the 500, right? Now the 500 in my opinion is a good looking shoe. But to the general public, it might not be that good of a looking shoe. They call it the Desert Rat. Now, I personally don't know why they call it the Desert Rat because I feel like that would actually make the shoe less desirable, not more, but not my business. Because the Yeezy 500 is not as popular of a model, naturally the demand for the shoe isn't gonna be as high, say again, as the bread Yeezy. So Yeezy Resale isn't dead, but certain models' resale values might be dead just because they're not as desirable of a shoe. Way more people are gonna want this sneaker than are gonna want this sneaker. And because of that, I don't think Yeezy Resale as a whole is dead, but I just think that resale on certain models isn't really that high just because it's not as desired and it's not as universally liked as other sneakers. Now, my number 2 reason why Yeezy Resale is not dead yet is because despite everything, the shoe is still selling out. Be it on Yeezy Supply, be it on Adidas, be it on whatever website might be out there, or even in stores, these models are still selling out wherever they go. They're selling out for a reason. Now, I don't think that resale necessarily is dead, because if resale were truly dead, these sneakers would be sitting a lot more than they are right now. Now, I will admit, there are some pairs of these, if you look hard enough, that might be sitting on a shelf somewhere. But to my last point, that might mean that a certain model's resale isn't that high. Doesn't mean that Yeezy Resale as a whole is dead, because I can guarantee you if the Turtle Dove re-released today on Adidas, resale value on it would be pretty high. And my number 1 reason why Yeezy Resale is not dead yet is because we're still talking about it. And if it truly was dead, we wouldn't even be bringing it up in discussion. We would have moved on to another model of another shoe, and this wouldn't even be in our mouths. But because we're still talking about Yeezy, and because so many YouTubers are talking about Yeezys, and every time a new Yeezy model drops, we gotta get our hands on it to give a review or to see what it looks like in hand, resale's not dead yet. Now, the moment that we stop talking about the Yeezy model as a whole, that's when you can start talking to me about resale being dead and the brand being flat and the brand being dead. But that's basically it. Let me know what you guys think about Yeezy Resale right now. Do you think that resale is dead for the Yeezy brand? Or do you agree with the points that I make, that sometimes it might just be the shoe, or sometimes it might just be the supply versus the demand? Sound off down below in the comments and let me know what you think. As always, I want to thank you guys for joining me here today on Sneaker Fetish. I go by the name of Kari. This is the Adidas 350 Boost in butter. This is the Yeezy 500 in utility black. And until next time, I'm out.